sure, for Heatherton. Going to clear the ball. Oh, he hasn't cleared it very well. He's cleared it straight onto the chest of Tim McDonald from Murrumbeena, who's marked inside the arc, close to the boundary line.
And a bit of a live wire, Rowan. That's his third possession in the last 2 minutes.
He started very well for the Beena today, and they need everyone up and jumping up against this tight Heatherton outfit. McDonald now goes towards the hot spot. Oh, it was Matt Jones coming over the back trying to claim a mark. Umpire said he'll have none of that. Oh, poor handball, clearing the ball there from Heatherton. Comes across now to Vandernoot. Adam Vandernoot for Murrumbeena. He's put their second one on the board. His first of the afternoon takes Murrumbeena now on to 2-1-13. They draw level with Heatherton, who also are 2-1-13 on the Leader Community Newspaper scoreboard.
And both Murrumbeena goals coming from poor disposal by the Heatherton players.
They'll look for the boundary line there, but Jesse Doomer was able to keep the ball in and drive the ball back in towards centre half forward for the Beena, where a free kick probably should have gone to the Heatherton defender on that occasion, but they're able to regather. And huge tackle there on Skinner by one of the Murrumbeena boys. Has turned the ball over. Murrumbeena now with another opportunity. They go inside their forward 50. Rowlands is there. He gets a hand on it, pats it to his own advantage, tries to get a handball out to Barrabar, but getting underneath that was Matt Saw for Heatherton, and he was able to find the boundary line, and Heatherton will be able to relock and reload.
With Heatherton 2 goals, 2-14, Murrumbeena 2 goals, 1-13. The ball in within the 50-metre line for the Murrumbeena team. Off the hands of the pack, McDonald with a left foot kick in towards full forward. There's a bit of pushing and shoving going on there. The ball's tapped down to...
Great teamwork.
To Rowlands, I think that was. I think Rowlands, a right foot snap. Lovely teamwork, as Rowan called. Well, they've certainly had their chances in the forward line, Murrumbeena. It's been down there for quite some time, but they haven't been able to turn that into scores.
Ball comes back in. This time Vanderberg could have been held without possession, but umpire said no. Play goes on, and a quick kick off the ground there from Davison goes through for a minor score. It takes Murrumbeena on to 3-3-21. They lead Heatherton 2-3-15. Vandernoot sizing up his options. Not a lot of movement other than from Rowlands there in the forward line. It looks like he's going to chance his luck and put it up to the hot spot. He does that. It goes up to the top of the square. Rowlands is underneath it.
Rowlands like he was being held.
A couple of other players have chipped in and taken the mark, but no, you've called that absolutely correctly. Ash Rowlands was held out of that contest on that occasion, and umpire Cormy rightfully has given him the free kick. And he shouldn't have any problems here. Should Ranger Rowlands 20 metres out directly in front, right on the quarter time siren, and he's put that one straight over the goal umpire's hat to take a very handy lead in the quarter time here for the Murrumbeena boys. 4-5-23 Murrumbeena. They lead Heatherton 2-4-16 at quarter time.
Dandenong 4-2-26 to the Southern Dragons 2 behinds. And guys, Wayne Holdsworth is Johnny on the spot out at that game, and he said he'd love to have a chat at half time.
Magnificent. We'll look forward to speaking with Wayne at the main break. Some interesting results there, and we know there's some crucial games still to decide who plays finals in 2009. This being one of them. Murrumbeena have to win this to ensure that their finals appearance, because only a game behind are the Caulfield Bears, who are playing at home to Lindale today. And while there is a percentage gap there, they're able to they may be able to reduce that margin and overtake Murrumbeena's spot in the final 5 here in Division 2. Just a reminder to our listeners that in this second term, Murrumbeena, the home side, will be kicking to the left hand into your radio dial as we hear the siren and play restarts. Good tap out there from Sikora in first possession for the Tunners. Shane Gibbs, but he was only able to find Barrabar for Murrumbeena. He's able to drive the ball forward for Murrumbeena up towards the half forward line, but there's no one home. All Rowlands has come in with a big collision there. Could have given away a free kick, but the umpire's not having any of that. Heatherton are able to get the ball down towards Williams. Ball was spoiled away from him. Einstein picks up. Oh, he's a master in these kind of situations, and he's put it straight over the goal umpire's hat. That's the first for Einstein, first for the second term, and goes to the Heatherton boys. Moves them now on to 3-4-22. They still trail Murrumbeena, who are 4-5-29 on the Leader Community Newspaper scoreboard.
Between wing and centre half forward, Ulbrich coming in on the right boot. Oh, long kick into the goal square, and it's shepherded through by Hand. Dylan Hand shepherded that ball through, and that ball has been kicked from about 60 metres out.
Handball comes across now to Duma, who swings around onto the left. He puts it up in the hot spot there for Rowlands, who's outbodied his opponent magnificently and taken a great one-hander. About 30 metres out, on almost directly in front. But into this breeze, you certainly wouldn't notch this one down too early, would you, mate?
No, you wouldn't. And I agree with you, Rowan. It was terrific use of the body just to edge his Heatherton opponent out. He's now about 35 metres out. Comes in, drop punt. Umpire does not move and watches the ball sail straight over his head and puts both fingers up and says, yep, that's a goal. And a great goal for Roland and also for Murrumbeena, which brings them back into the contest. 5 goals, 5. They are 35, trailing by 1 behind from Heatherton. 5 goals, 6-36. Ciccone plays on, gives the ball again towards, beautiful one-handed mark by Rowlands on the 50-metre line.
I think technically it was a two-handed mark because he first knocked it up with his right and dragged it in with his left. But yes, he only used one hand at any time there. No, fantastic mark.
It was. Might be a little bit too far out, although the ball did go clear the fence by a long way when he was kicking from 35. But it'll be interesting to see how he goes.
He's certainly the biggest small forward in the Southern Footy League.
And in he comes. Oh, it's a lovely kick. Fading in the breeze. Oh, the high flyers go up. It's gone over the top of the pack and through for 1 behind to Murrumbeena, who now level the scores with both teams at 5 goals, 6-36 apiece. And Sikora up against Jones. Sikora, what can he do here? Yes, gets first use of the ball, this time to Skinner. Skinner coming through but can't get a kick. He gets a hand pass instead. The long kick into there's the half-time siren. Umpire holds his hands in the air and we can see that Murrumbeena 7-6-48, 10-point leaders over Heatherton 5-8-38, and 3 very good goals into the breeze by Murrumbeena have managed to keep the lead that they had, or almost keep the lead that they had at quarter time. So that's an excellent quarter for Murrumbeena into the breeze, Rowan.
It certainly is. As I said, they ran the ball into the breeze very well here a couple of weeks ago in difficult windy conditions. They're absolutely managing to do that again today with great effectiveness. Heatherton really need to learn to use the ball a lot more efficiently going into that breeze. It hurt them in the first quarter. 2 goals Murrumbeena kicked from turnovers that Heatherton could have avoided had they been able to spot up a teammate. They really need to be a lot more polished with their finish in the second half.
Now,
hey, Professor.
Yes, Mark.
That's Mark. How are you?
Oh, I'm very well.
You're doing very nicely out there. Your boss wants to join the love-in. Is that all right?
Oh, well, there's no show without punch, so we better talk to Wayne Holsworth, the CEO of the Southern Football League.
Good day, Mark. How are you today?
Doing very well, and yourself?
Yeah, extremely well, Mark. I'm actually out at the Danny Demons ground today, and they're hosting the Southern Dragons, and it's an absolute ripping game. Danny Demons are 4 goals, 5-30 to the Dragons, 4 goals 6-30 to 4 goals, 5-29. It's a terrific game here, and very windy conditions, but both clubs really having a dip. It's terrific. I'm looking forward to this second half when they've just actually come back onto the ground, and second half is really going to show who's going to win the game. But there's also Mickey Reid, who's played over 200 games for the Dandenong club, is retiring today, so I know that they're very keen to put a win on the board for him.
Wayne, it's Rowan here. The Southern Dragons have been a side that have run the ball very well all year. How are their disposals going forward?
Yeah, look, it's not too bad, Ro. The wind is having a big impact. As you say, they do try to run it in with a lot of handball, and then when they do kick it, it's either just dropping short or it's a little bit inaccurate. So they probably just need to get a little bit closer to goal before they dispose of it. But as I said, that number 7 Machine, his nickname's Machine, is really giving them a good target, and he's kicked them a couple of fantastic goals, and as I said, he wouldn't be able to place in First Division.